Number 7. If Manuel deposits 25% of $130 into a savings account, what is the amount of his deposit? So this guy Manuel, he has a part-time job, he made $130 and he wants to save 25% of it. So he has a savings plan. So the first thing we need to do is we're going to have to figure out what 25% of 130 is. So this process is we're going to do a percent to a decimal, and then multiplication. We're going to find the percent, we're going to turn it into the decimal, we're going to take that and we're going to multiply that number into 130. So the first thing we want to do is we want to take 25%. And the way we do that is we take the number to convert to a percent to a decimal, and we want to divide it by 100. Now, when you multiply by 100, you would move the decimal to the right. But if you're dividing by 100, you move the decimal the other direction. So the decimal would go that way. So your total would be, let's write 25, and we move it over 1, 2. Boom. So since it has 2 zeros, that's how many places you move it over, 2 spaces. So the decimal is 0.25. Now the next thing we want to do is we want to take this number and we want to multiply it by $130. So watch this. We have 130 times 0.25. Now we're going to do a review. What you do is when you're multiplying by a decimal, you count how many spaces are to the right of the decimal, so 1, 2, and then whatever total you get, you move it to the left 2 spaces. So I'll show you how to do that. So let's just first do the multiply, ignore the decimal for now. So 5 times 0 is 0, 5 times 3 is 15, carry the 1, 5 times 1 is 5, 6. So we have 650. Now we're going to multiply, so we're moving over 1, and I always like to put an arrow just to point down so I don't accidentally start putting the numbers down here. So 2 times 0 is 0, 2 times 3 is 6, 2 times 1 is 2. So I look at this, and I start adding these up. So 0 comes straight down, 5, 6 plus 6 is 12. And again, if you're stuck, use your fingers. So you start with 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Bring the 1 over there. 1 plus 2 is 3. Now, he didn't put in 3,250 because you have to remember, since this is a decimal, you have to move the decimal point over from here 2 spaces because there's 2 spaces to the right. So I take it, and since it's to the right here, I move it to the left down here. So 1, 2, right there. So Manuel saved $32.50. And if we look over here, it's letter C.